What's good, YouTube? Target here, and welcome to another episode of Design and Manage, my City Skylines and Modded Let's Play series. Today we are going to focus on one very specific topic, tourism. So come with me and let me show you what I have in mind for today. On the last episode we have played a bit with the policies and also with taxes and kinda tested out what were the effects of it. And today I think I want to finally enable external connections. That is right, we are gonna go and activate this train station that has been sitting around here for quite a few episodes. And not only that, I will also enable another external connection, which will be ships. I will pretty much grab this building over here, the harbor, and I'm gonna try to place it. The only location that I have for it right now is this specific one over here, right next to the cargo harbor, and that will be fine. And I want to take advantage of this opportunity to actually test what will be the effects of enabling these two buildings on the city regarding tourism. I know that enabling these two connections will have some impact on tourism, as it will allow more tourists to visit our city, but I want to check out how much will tourism be affected. So the first thing that I should do right now is analyze the current situation. So I'm gonna go to this tab and I'm gonna click the outside connections, and I want to come to the tourism tab and just check out what is the current status of our city. So what we have in pink is the places where tourists are currently visiting. So as you can see, most of them are coming to our tourism district, the hotels that we have over here.
Experts predict an
Oh.
earthquake could hit the area soon.
Well, okay then. I should evacuate our citizens. I'm a bit nervous now, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is it. I want to check this out.
An earthquake is occurring.
Ooh.
Don't panic and wait for help if you are in the affected area.
Oh, look at that. This is freelance camping. I do not have to spend a single cent on this. Yay. No, I'm just joking. This is my way of dealing with nervousness. Thankfully, we didn't have any trouble with that, but it seems that we have some forest fires. Not forest fires, but a few fires that originated from that earthquake, I believe. Yeah, look at these destroyed buildings. Yeah, collapsed. The earthquake caused this, and it affected a huge amount of... It affected quite a long ways, look at this. Even the area across the river got affected by that massive earthquake. But hopefully we can get a few good shots of the safety helicopters. Let's see if I can find one of them. Alright, here you go guys, I found one. Let's check this out. These disasters happen so rarely that I take advantage of every single opportunity to see the consequences of it. And we barely see these helicopters, so this is actually quite nice. And yeah, it's now ready for rebuilding. So we survived yet another disaster, and we also seem to be facing a huge death wave. So what I think I'm gonna do is wait for things to relax, and then I'll meet you guys after a while to resume what we are doing. Oh, I almost forgot. We need to not evacuate, we need to release all the citizens from the disaster. And now let's just check the huge amount of people flowing out. We need them to get back to work because we are losing a lot of money. And we need all those people to get back to work. Alright guys, I'll let the city adjust itself and rebuild after this new disaster. We are still facing a death wave, but I think I'm gonna wait and tank through it. And yeah, look at this. We now have a very natural landscape scar, if you can call it that. It's actually quite interesting. I think I'm gonna build something around it. I think it will look very cool. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's go back to what we were doing. So we're checking out on tourism. So oh, it seems that we still have some building that needs rebuilding. So there we go. As I've mentioned before, our tourists seem to be visiting our tourism district that we have over here near the park, and also our parks and special buildings. If I check out this pie chart, we can see that most of them are low wealth tourists, and we only have a tiny amount of high wealth tourists. And if I come here to the budget panel and I go to the income from money spent by tourists, we can see that we are making about 700 by tourists that are spending on our commercial zones, and tourists, and almost 200 in tourists that are using our public transport, for a total of 900 per week. So I'm not gonna judge if this is good or bad, I just wanna measure out how much this will change after implementing the external connections via rail and ship. So first things first, I wanna provide it with some power, for obvious reasons. So I'm gonna draw a power line that comes from about, let's see, I wanna come through the outside if possible. So I think I'm gonna grab a power line from around over here, and I'm gonna bring it all the way until, let's see if I can do this. Okay, I want to bring it all the way over here, and I'm gonna connect it directly to this train station like this. Okay, the reason I'm going outside is because I want to develop this area and I don't want to deal with power lines in the middle. As soon as it connects, I will simply delete these power lines. So yeah, now that we have some power supply, let's see if our water situation is settled. No, it isn't. So let's provide some heating pipes. I want to make a pipe that connects at about over here, and I can already start making a connection that will follow this road. Yes, this will be okay. I will also want to activate this metro station, so I'm gonna do it right now and extend the line, if I can find it. Here we have it, and I'm gonna drag it to this station, and I'm gonna replenish these stops that we had. Okay, and I'm doing this because passengers or tourists will have to leave this train station and go to our city, and the metro is very good because it provides extreme coverage to the entire city pretty much. So yeah, I'm thinking this is going to turn quite alright, but there's one way to check it out. So I'm gonna activate the train station and let's see the magic happen. Alright, look at this huge amount of people. This is insane. This is what I like to see. A lot of people using my connections. We even have a huge amount of traffic in here. I think I'll have to remodel this entire access to the train because this is gonna get chaotic. Look at that. How many people are actually using this? Let me see what's the situation with our metros. Hopefully our metro system is handling the situation quite alright. Let's just check this out. Let's see if all of these people can get into the train or the metro. Okay, it seems that we have some leftovers. This is a lot of people. I'm not sure if our metro system will be able to handle it. If not, I'll have to raise the budget and allow for more metros to circulate on this specific line. But let's check it out, the other situation. So we have a lot of people waiting for taxis. A lot of people. I think I will even have to add another taxi depot, for sure. So this station is definitely overcrowded. Let's check out what's happening in here. Oh, yeah, look at this. A lot of people in there. What about this main station? Yeah, there's a lot of people over here as well. And on this station, not so much. Let me check out these stations next to the public transport hub. Okay, very good, very good. A lot of people here. And yeah, this situation seems to be very controlled in this part. Yeah, I kind of like how people are flowing through this location. So we still have no problems in this connection. But in here, I think I will have no choice but to increase the budget of our metro system. Problem seems to be this station over here. There are a lot of people catching the metro, so I think I'll have to increase the budget. We currently have 3 vehicles. Let's increase it to 5, why not? And let's see how this develops. Hopefully we now have some additional metros, and hopefully the situation will get fixed. Okay, so this system seems to be slowly getting better, so we'll just have to wait. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I also want to activate the ships. But before we do that, let me just check how our tourism situation evolved. So it seems that our high health portion of tourists has increased. I'm not sure how much, but I definitely remember that this slice was smaller than what it is right now, which is good, which is very good. And let's see if this has evolved. Now it seems that tourists are visiting the same places as they were before, which is fine. And let me just check how much money we are making now. Oh, look at this. This is a huge development. We were making about 700 in commercial zones, but now we are making 1300. And the biggest increase was actually in public transportation, as they were spending about 200 and now they're spending 1500. So we managed to increase our income with public transport quite a bit. And I cannot wait what will happen when I add in some ships. Okay, so as I've mentioned, I'm planning on placing the harbor right on this location. I think it will look extremely good. It will be a bit tight because the map ends right over here, but that's what we have, so that's what we have to work with. I'm planning on extending the metro line that comes at about, where is it? That's currently ending in this location, and I'm currently thinking of expanding it until this part, so that citizens or tourists can leave the boat and catch the metro and go to the other parts of the city. But I think it's time for us to think of a layout. So I think I'm gonna do a very simple layout and see how it will work. The first thing that I want to do is make a bridge at about here, if the game allows me to do that, of course. It seems that I cannot do a bridge here, but if I come over here I can make one. And I think that's what we're gonna do. I want to continue this road at about here. I wanted to expand this road so that the harbor would fit perfectly in here, but that doesn't seem to be possible, so I'll have to find another way around it. And I think this will be it. I want to terraform this land a little bit. It seems that we need a bit more soil, so I'm gonna get it somewhere around here. So let's just pick it out. Hopefully nobody will complain. There we go. And now I want to release it over here. Alright guys, I have developed this layout quite a bit. And I've also added in the harbor right away, and I've turned it off so that we don't spend too much money on it yet. And I've made this layout thinking that I probably want to do another leisure district over here, because I think that's what makes sense, to have a leisure district right next to a tourist attraction, or a point where there's a huge volume of tourists. And yeah, we'll just have to check out how it develops. For now, I just want to place the next metro station that we'll definitely need. And I think I'm gonna put it right about in the middle. It will look really cool. Yeah, sure, we can place it in the middle. And we just have to connect it, so hopefully I will be able to do that without any problem. So let me just check this out. I can make a curve at about here, and I should keep this going here as well. And now we can just delete this and connect it with the curve. Alright, I think this is good enough. We should resume the simulation. Let's also expand the metro line and add in the other stops. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. We should not forget about power. So let me just grab the heating water pipe, and I think I will connect it to about this road. There we go. And I can even upgrade this and delete this connection. That will work for now. And yeah, I think it's finally time for us to enable the harbor and see this thing develop. So are you ready for this? Let's check this out. Oh, here it comes. Let's see how much people will get out of our first ship. Our first cruise ship. Oh, there we go. There we go, that's a lot of people. And another flux of people. Alright, and here we have our first outbound ship. Let's see how much people it's carrying. Only 33 passengers, huh? What about this one? 99 passengers. That's great. It's kind of weird that the cruise ships only carry 100 passengers when the train carries 240. That's that really doesn't make any sense. But well, that's the game for you. That's City Skylines for you. And there we have it. All these people coming out. Oh, look at all these tourists. But let's let the game adjust for a little while. Let's see if we have even more action over here. Alright, this seems to be as much people as we'll ever be able to get. We also have a lot of ships coming in, which is nice. That's some nice action going on. And these are the people from the second ship, and the people from the third ship should be leaving the harbor in a bit. Yeah, here they come. And let me just check out what is the current status of traffic here. We still have a little bit of people waiting for the taxis, but not a lot of them. Not the same as what we had next to the train station, that's for sure. Metro also does not seem to be an issue, because this is not a lot of people. And I bet all of them fit in the metro, so let's just check it out. Yeah, there we go. So no trouble with that whatsoever. But let's take a look at our tourism tab again. And why is this open? Let's just close it to disaster tab. I do not want to be remembered of that disaster. And yeah, let's watch this. The tourism, yeah, there we go. I think the slice got a little bit bigger. but I'm not sure. It seems to be just a tiny bit bigger than what it was when we first placed the train station. And regarding the budget, yeah, it increased quite significantly. Now we increased up to 1700 and also to 2200 on public transport. Alright, but before I end this episode, I want to remodel this entire area next to the train station. I think I will have to convert this little road into an avenue to allow for a smoother traffic flow. I also want to convert this area into a small commercial center or commercial square. Because I think, as I've said before, it makes sense that you put some commercial buildings and also some tourist attractions near the place where we have a huge amount of tourism, which this is definitely it. Look at this. Alright, so I'm gonna work on that, and I'm not sure if I'll turn it into a time-lapse. I'll definitely speed it up, that's for sure, and I'll meet you in a couple of minutes. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, here we have it. I have remodeled this area quite a bit. Like I've said before, I turned this road into an avenue. We'll see if it will help out the situation or not. I've also transformed the central area, and I think I'm gonna zone this entire outer thing with some high density commercial. I will definitely try to place a park at around the central area over here, and yeah, I think I will also save some spot for the taxi depot, but that's something that we can do right away. So first things first, let me get this thing over here. I'm actually thinking, should I put an extra taxi depot or just a taxi stand? Let's try out a normal taxi stand right now. And I think we can actually combine it with the current train station that we have. So if I put a taxi stand over here, oh yeah, look at this. It fits quite nice. I didn't know you could do this. Place a building on top of the other building. That's crazy. But yeah, that's great for now. We'll just have to check it out if this helps a bit, but I think we'll need more taxis, so the taxi depot will probably be in handy. Now something else that I want to do is place a park in this central location. I have quite a few of them. I actually wanted to place this one, but this plaza is way too big. Eventually I think I will settle up with this one, so I'm just gonna place it right away. Alright, and now I think we can start zoning some high density commercial. I will want all of this to be commercial, so let's check it out and let's see this entire thing develop. Alright guys, this area is developing quite nicely. We can see a lot more activity now that we have placed these commercial buildings. People also seem to be using our pathways quite a lot. At least they seem to be enjoy walking all that way across here, which is always a good thing to see. And look at this. This looks like a very friendly plaza, doesn't it? And when I place some trees all around it, I think it will look even better. But anyway, there's still a lot of things that we have to do here, but I'm gonna leave it for another episode because I wanna go back to our what's the name of this? Our arbor. And yeah, I know we have some water issues that I have to fix, and actually I think that's something we should do right away. I might put another water pumping station right about here. Yeah, that looks fine, and I think this is going to be the last water pumping station on this location because we are out of room. And we can also place, or we should place, another water treatment plant, which is also going to be the last one in this location because we have no more room for this. And probably around here. And there we go. Perfect. Now everything should be fixed. And yeah, I was over here. What I want to do now is make already the leisure district, so I'm gonna do that right away. Alright, district is drawn, and now as usually it's time for me to name it after one of my followers. And I've already selected a name, and I'm gonna call it after Viker. So it's gonna be Vikers. Oh wait, not this. Vikers, and it's gonna be clubs because this is a leisure district. There we go, and that will be it. I cannot forget to apply the leisure specialization. There we go. And now I think I'm gonna zone everything with some low density leisure. So let's just do this right away. And I think we can not zone this. Alright, look at this. This district developed quite rapidly. We now have the entire thing zoned in and built in. Again, I will have to work on this area. I want to put a police station probably on this corner, and I will also need to place a few more parks. But unfortunately we do not have any more time for today, so I think we'll have to end this episode right here. Before I leave, there's one final check that I want to make on our tourism situation. So let me just open up the external connections tab. The tourism seem to have developed quite a bit. We now have almost a quarter of higher wealth tourisms, which it's always a good thing because higher wealth means more money that's coming to our city. And checking in on the economy panel, we are now making 2,000 out of tourists who visit our commercial zones, and also 2,200 out of tourists who use our public transportation. So we started with what, 700 in the commercial zones and 200 on public transportation, I believe, and we now increase everything by 400%. So we were at 1,000 income, and we are now at almost 5,000. So that is very good to see. So yeah, guys, if you're looking into increasing your income, don't forget to enable those external connections and allow those tourists to enter our city via rail and also via ship. I would recommend enabling the train station first because each train has a capacity of 240 passengers, while the ships only have a capacity of 100 passengers. Just make sure that you have a good enough road layout and also a developed public transport network near your train station, because this thing will generate a lot of activity. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Today was kind of a special video because we had our first disaster in a long time. It was quite ironic because not even one episode ago I was complaining that our natural disaster system was surely bugged because we didn't have a disaster for such a long time, and today we finally had it. Thankfully, nothing bad happened. I gotta admit, even though I was on my feet for a few moments, it was actually kinda exciting, so I'm kinda glad we have disasters enabled. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like, it really helps out my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the development of this city. And finally, if you want to connect with me on social media, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun!